Hey guys, welcome back. I just returned from the Great Train Expo, which is a traveling model train show. Now this train show travels all around the country, but different vendors attend each train show. But I wanted to take the opportunity to both show you the train show and cover how you can conduct yourself at a train show to maximize your chance for a great deal and for rare finds. So with that said, I've got a couple things that I have gone over and decided to let you guys know about that might help you out at a train show. The first suggestion is to go on the opening day at opening time. This allows you to get a fresh view of the stock. The stock is fresh from a lot of these vendors. Some of these vendors travel, but you've got a fresh look at in your city anyway, at some of the rolling stock and locomotives available. One example was there's an MTH HO scale Challenger there at one of the vendors for $600, and I thought about purchasing it either to change the road number and keep it for myself, or maybe to sell it on eBay because they're going for over $1,000. But I decided not to, and I came back a few minutes later, just walked by the stand, and it was gone. But by me getting there early, I was able to see that and have the opportunity to buy it, and that is a very rare find. They pop up on eBay so rare it's ridiculous, and like I said, they go for almost $1,000. So that's one example. Also, if you feel like going the second day, you can go at closing day and closing time, and sometimes they're willing to negotiate more because they don't want to travel with more stuff. Also, another suggestion I have is to bring cash. If you bring cash, you have more negotiating power. You can negotiate, like if you have a few items in your hand and they say $75 and you're like, oh, I have a 70, sometimes they'll mark it down for you. You know, $5, $10 for small purchases and things like that, but anything counts, and it helps your negotiating power. The money in front of their face is better than the Visa debit card that I use today that they have to charge for, they have to charge credit card fees for. They get charged a percentage off every transaction. They're less likely to do a deal when they know they've already got to pay a percentage of that when you're using a card. Another suggestion, ask for their best price. It's a polite way of asking for a deal. You know, what's your best price on this? What can you do? Sometimes they will negotiate with you and give you a better price. So negotiating goes a little easier when you're, you know, kind of formal about it and polite about it. It helps out a lot. Get a receipt and location from the store if you buy an item. Now, I've seen a lot of cases where somebody buys an item from a train show and they get screwed over because the item doesn't work. So get the receipt and get a location. Make sure it's somebody that can help you if you have a problem. Again, in the case of the Challenger, that store was out of Illinois, so when I was thinking about buying it, I was like, do you guys have a receipt and location? Are you actually a hobby store, or what's the deal? So just make sure you're protecting yourself there. Another little trick I'll tell you that I use is look under the tables, because if you're going on opening day at opening time, they want plenty of stock, and when they sell some, they move it out from under the tables and onto the table. So sometimes you can just look under the table, just scan around under the tables, you know, don't get all up in their stuff, but you can see deals or things that are not on the table yet, and you can say, hey, can I purchase this, you know, things like that. So that helps a lot also. When you're in the train show area, try to cover all the vendors. This helps you look for what you're gonna, if you have a list of things you want to buy, you can look for these items systematically. You know, start on one side and weave your way around to the other to cover all the vendors. That's how I did it today. That way you're covering every vendor and you have no problems or worries that you miss something. Chances are you're going to miss something anyway, which drives me nuts when I'm doing train shows, but I have a systematic way of doing it. Also bring a list of stuff you're looking for. That helps you know what you need right off the bat, part numbers, item numbers, things like that. And you can say, oh yeah, I need this, and purchase it and have it available for you. So those are my suggestions to you for how to handle yourself at a train show and how to get the best stretch for your dollar. So now I'm going to break to some coverage of the train show, and then we'll come back and cover what I purchased and what I paid and see some of the deals I got today at this train show here in Council Bluffs, Iowa. All right, let's take a look. One of my favorite vendors here at the train show is Rebel Rails. This is a company out of Tennessee. You can see their website at www.rebelrails.com. Now these guys have all kinds of cool railroad heralds and different things you can buy, from mugs here to t-shirts to one of my favorite things, which are these little railroad signs. They're 6" by 6" railroad logo, and they're metallic, and I've got them all along my layout, as you guys have seen in the videos before. Also, going down to my layout, you can see my To the Trains sign, which I also bought from rebelrails.com. So they're pretty cool guys, and they've got a lot of cool stuff, and it's really affordable, you know. They're 6" by 6" railroad heralds, and they've got a lot of them. They are very cheap, very affordable, and they're metallic, so you need to put them on your wall or put them on your layout. Like another one of my favorite vendors at the train show, Spring Creek Model Trains. They are out of Nebraska here. They have lots of selection every time I come to the train show, and they've got a huge shop down in Deschler, Nebraska. This module here is operated by some local Omaha folks. So I always decided to do a winter scene here. It's pretty cool. This whole modular layout is all Omaha folks, or Omaha area folks. Hey guy, you having fun?
He has been having fun. He loves the trains.
Yeah. Look at there.
So I saw your video when you went out to North Platte for rail days out there.
Oh yeah. Well, Henry, you having a good time over here at the train show? Me and my buddy had a good time. We got to see a lot of stuff. We got a lot of good deals, and we'll go over some of the deals here in a little bit. All right, so now let's go over what things I got at the train show. This is a articulated Automax car. They're auto carriers. I decided to pick up one of these. It was 50 bucks, not too bad of a price at all. Now these go on my auto rack train, so I decided to go ahead and get this. Pretty good deal there. You know, I didn't do any negotiating with that, but it was a pretty good deal. Another thing I picked up is the ExactRail Railgon TTX gondola. You guys seen that I have the 6 from the current run, but there are some from the previous run, and this is the first one out of the previous run. This one was $20, pretty good deal there. I was happy with that. Again, I didn't negotiate on that. This was also $20, an ExactRail Soline Magger 4750 hopper Soline. It's pretty good, 20 bucks. I like the detail, not really my error or anything, but I just like the way it looked so much on ExactRail's website. I had an eye for it and decided to pick it up. A really good deal I got are these 3 TTX 60-foot Gunderson Railbox cars. These were 20 bucks a piece. You see these on eBay going for $80 to $100 because they're so hard to get a hold of. And these 3 were sitting right on the table. And I talked the guy down to $20, which was about $2 off a piece. Not a bad deal. Actually a really good deal, especially if you're shopping on eBay or something and you're looking for these. However, some of the road numbers I haven't really compared to the other TTX Railbox cars I have. They may be copies, but I can change the road numbers. But I was just happy to get that good of a deal on these. Another thing is the Walthers Proto 85-foot ACF observation dome lounge car. This is Union Pacific City Series from Walthers. This is City of Los Angeles, and it includes DCC lighting. It's got a backlit drum head, it's got interior lighting, so I wanted to review this. Now, a good story on this one is the first vendor I went to was $89.98, basically the MSRP, which you can see written here. But I knew that Spring Creek Model Trains had better deals on these, so I decided to go ahead and look around. Well, when I looked around, I found in Spring Creek Model Trains area the same car for 70 bucks. So that saved me $20 right there on this one car. So just be sure to look around for deals. You know, you don't want to pass up the rare stuff, but look around for deals on stuff that's frequent. And this is a recent release. It's actually Walthers' new packaging for all their Proto Series. You'll see a lot of their Proto Series stuff now in this packaging, this design and packaging. So I'll be doing a review on this car later. The last thing I picked up was just this CSX logo here. I have, as you guys have seen and we talked about in the video, the Rebel Rails guys make these metallic logo herald signs, and CSX one I had was old. This is a new CSX logo with the little brackets. It's like a little boxcar logo, I think they call it. So I just picked that up from Rebel Rails. These are really affordable, you know, less than 10 bucks a piece. I can't remember exactly what they were. It's really, really affordable, maybe less than 5 bucks a piece. But if you guys like these, check out their website at rebelrails.com, www.rebelrails.com. Alright, that's it. Let's wrap up this video. So there you have it, the things that I purchased at the train show, how I would go about going to a train show and dealing with the people there. They're really great people, you know, they're just trying to make a living, so some guys' prices are whack, way overpriced. I wouldn't even try to negotiate with those guys. They're kind of a special breed in themselves, but most people, they have fair prices, they have good deals, they have rare items. So be sure to check out a local train show that comes to you guys, whether that be the Great Train Expo or some other show. I just wish you guys would use these techniques to help you save some money. We'll see you next time right here on my channel. Thanks to everybody that I met out there. I met at least a dozen people or so for a pretty small train show. It was pretty nice to meet some of the people that watched the videos and talk with you guys and see what you guys liked and things like that, and gave me ideas. So I appreciate meeting every one of you guys out there. We'll see you next time right here on my channel. Take care.